I'm HB, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is steady drop D rock guitar. So, what are we talking about today? I'm gonna show you, but before we get started, make sure subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy with a free member account or a premium member account. So, what are we talking today? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that's what we're talking about. How to do a steady rock guitar with drop D tuning and being creative. These were 4 chords, but rock guitar is always just a few chords. But what are you going to do about this, and how do we really start to sound awesome? That's the topic. So, first thing we need to do, I really love drop D because the low 3 strings here are then all power chords. You tune down the E string to a D, and then you have a really cool power chord. And that's the first thing you need to do. Get your palm muted power chord just with the open D here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. What you don't see now is my foot is really going tough, and you have to sing with the beat, and you have to be extremely precise. Now I played without delay. If you are not really on the point, you will not sound good. And if you add a delay here, this will create this kind of hypnotic effect just by playing this one chord. Okay. So, and the next thing you're gonna do is making the accents. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then like on the 4 end, you have to count the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You just remove your damping position and make a little rotation with your hand here, okay? And you can add these accents where you want. Let's do 4 and probably 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and probably also 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then sing it with a beat, with delay. Yeah, the cool thing is you don't need to grab anything. You can make kind of a show, or when you start also, you can make it a show that you just stand there and you don't need to grab anything. You can talk with your audience, stuff like that, because you don't have to grab anything, okay? And also when you start that this that thing has to be really precise, okay? Let's do it again. Yeah, it's really cool. So now let's quickly No, it's not really necessary. I mean, this stuff is so simple to play. That's why I still sing me in the full pitch, because to get this precision level of 100%, really dive into the music, get the beat, feel the beat, and then sync it with the playing. Really, to get this even it looks simple, it's not so simple. I mean, I recorded the track yesterday as the second track, where I also put the guitar, and it took me 3 takes because I was still distracted with something. It's not so easy as it seems. You really have to dive into the music. The best is just to do headbang. What you also could do, by the way, as an effect, let me show you that one. If you want to create motion in that thing here, you can also do with the wah. I'm going to show you. And you move in with the wah, ta, 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 and you also you have another effect if you like that. But it's just an additional thing. So that's the first thing we need to do. Now let's go to the closing. So we have 8 bars of D5 with these variations. Then it goes to F5. It's really simple. Bar in the 3rd and G5 bar in the 5th. We did just make something simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And when we change the chord, we make dead notes on 4 ends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chaka. Okay? This has to be really precise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, chaka. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can also play more notes if you like, if you want to be creative, no problem. But on the 4 end, you have to have these dead notes, okay? 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the whole thing now. F5. And when it goes to the last part, we change on the A5 on 3 ends, 2 ends. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So you can just do this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2. You can do like this, or you can also already start with the second phase, like adding more. So adding more will be something like this. So we have the same riff now. Now it's getting a little bit more difficult. We're playing a D5 here, 5th fret, 7th, 7, and we have 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then we go back to the damping. And then we go to this power chord here, 6, 5, but we stay in position, so try to keep in position. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and really count it through that you have the maximum precision level of 100%, because when you play with delay there is no space for errors. So let's do this riff now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, since we are having more going on, we also need to do something more on the F5 and G5, and the best is to double up to a superpower chord. Bar here in the 3rd, ring in the 5th, and pink in the 6th, and we have 5 strings, and G5 the same. And you can do the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check out 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go back to the riff. Then again, you can also do more if you want, but do the chaka on 4 ends. And then when we go to the ending, we have so 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Change to A5 on 2 and in this example. To knowing what you're playing on the rhythm bass is really the game changer, because when you know what you're doing and you count properly, you're always precise like a razor blade, and that's what we want. And then you can also add little gimmicks, or just building up the tension by just starting simple, adding more and more and more, and then get to a maximum output and then going back. And that's what makes your rock guitar sound really interesting, even it's only 4 chords and really simple stuff. I'm gonna show you, gonna play 3 choruses now, building up till the moment where you get the maximum output, and you can see how you develop from zero to hero. Okay, I'll show you. We start simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you do nothing. Add a little bit more. Just a small F. Go back to the original riff. The max output. See, I could always put up the tension over 3 chords that you don't sound boring, even just playing the same thing over and over again. That's the key to the whole thing. And I mean, but the main thing you need to focus on is your precision level, and really focus that you can do this stuff as precise as possible. Then try to do the 4 and. then try to do other syncopizations like a 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and or I don't know, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Also works, of course. And this way you can control your timing and really always be precise, but also be creative in this, you know. Also when you go to maximum, like 1, 2, 3, 4, try to keep it simple that you still have control over what you're playing. You could also play. You could also do that if you know what you're playing, you know what I mean? The main focus is on being precise on the steady rock guitar thing, okay? And not wobbling around, because if you record yourself, it won't sound good. Yo, as I said, be having a really steady rhythm and all working in your steadiness is what makes you really sound great on rock guitar. And practice the stuff which I showed, or the ideas which I gave to you, always with including your body motion. You know, like do the head banging stuff, and you know, down. Oh, it's just stopped now. Nah, there's a ghost in the machine. Yeah. Anyhow, you know what I mean. Always include your body, and rock is really a very rhythm-based music, and you have to be really steady. And when you add delays and stuff like that, you have to be even more precise. Good. That's all I wanted to say about this here today. If you want to download the backing track, one just drum and bass, but there's a second one also with the guitar on it. It's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, also with the tabs. Please join there with the premium member account, but you can also join with the free member account, because there's a lot of other useful information there which you might be interested. Good. Me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye for today. Bye, guys.